Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to share with you some Franken palettes today, or some palettes that I have sort of piecemealed together to create new exciting palettes for my collection. One of the things that I recently did was I combined all of my 26mm pans into one big palette. So I wanted to show you that today. I got the $10 palette, the large size palette from ColourPop. Such a good value, and it's a really nice quality palette. It feels really sturdy, has a really nice magnetic closure. It does not have a mirror inside, but it has space for 24 standard size eyeshadow pans. So I was really excited about that because I basically have some Makeup Geek shadows and some ColourPop shadows, and I thought, why not put them all together so I have this great amount of colors and textures to choose from. So if you look on this side of the palette, all of these 12 shades are my Makeup Geek shadows. I have some of the foiled shadows, I have some matte shadows, some duochrome, some really nice shades that I'm really loving. And I had them kind of split up among 2 or 3 other little palettes. So I'm really excited to have it all together here. And then these are all of my ColourPop shadows, a little bit on the warmer side with some pops of color. I'm just really excited about this. I feel like the color range here is fantastic. I can do pops of color in blue and green and purple, some nice warm shades, nice cool tones, shimmers, mattes. It's pretty fantastic. So I'm loving that, and for the $10 price tag on this palette, I think that was a steal. So really fantastic from ColourPop. That actually freed up a little bit of space in my small ColourPop palette. So there are no ColourPop shadows in here, but I had this loose shadow from Ofra in Bliss. It's an eyeshadow and highlight pan. It's a really generous size pan. It's a beautiful gold shimmer. So I put that in here. I cut out little labels and put the names of the shadows on here. So it's kind of nice since they're not in original packaging. I can still reference the names of the shadows or reorder if I got to that point. So the remaining 3 are some of my absolute favorite shadows from Han Skincare Cosmetics. They came in little singles like this, and I'm just not a big fan of singles, you guys. I tend to look them over. I don't know, I prefer to reach for palettes where I can pull a complete look. So I just popped those out of here and stuck them in here, and I love it. So I have the shade Cool Coconut, Sunset, and Taupey Plum. They are all shimmer shades, but they are very gentle shimmers, so I have no trouble wearing these in my crease at all. In fact, that's what I'm wearing today, and it's just a really nice natural look. One of my palettes that I had sort of a random set of things in, there were some Makeup Geek shadows and some Urban Decay shadows that I had depotted from the Smoked palette, were in this Z palette. So this is one I've had for a long time. And I basically just reworked it and I added some other things in there. So in this palette, I have all of my Urban Decay Smoked shadows here. And then, like I said, I took all of the Makeup Geek and ColourPop and put them together in that large palette. So that gave me room to put some other shadows in, and I am really excited about this. Basically what I did is I depotted my Milani Everyday Eyes palettes. So these once held the Plum Basics, and I had one in Earthy Elements as well. So now I'm able to remove all of this packaging from my collection and just have it all in one palette, which I love because then I can combine all of these colors and use them in, well, not all of them in one look, but you know what I mean. I can pick and choose from the different sets to create a look. So it's really exciting for me. Basically, I took the creamy white shade that was in the Plum Basics palette. That was the only large shade I kept. There was one other large shade in the Earthy Elements palette that I never liked. It was a kind of like a glitter. It basically had no pigmentation. It was just too textured and glittery for a pale shade. It just didn't work for me. So I tossed it. And so now I have this large shade, and then these tall skinny shades and these little ones here come from those palettes. So this side is all Plum Basics, and then this side is all the Earthy Elements. Love it. And I was so excited that I was able to depot everything in these smaller palettes without busting any shadows. Like, really excited about that. So I want to give you a tip on how I got these shadows out of their pans without destroying them. And the tip is use your hair dryer. You have to apply heat to loosen up the glue that attaches the pans to the product. I know some people like put palettes directly in the oven. That sounds dangerous to me. Some people use a flat iron and end up melting the packaging. Again, sounds like kind of a train wreck to me. Some people go for it without applying heat, and I tell you, anytime I've tried that, I've broken shadows, so definitely try applying heat, but use your hair dryer. If you turn the hair dryer on high and you hold that puppy right above, like directly over the shadows, it's not gonna hurt your powder shadows at all to heat them up a little bit. You can just hold it over each section for a few seconds as you're letting the air come down on it. That heat will loosen up the glue. I do it on top and then I flip the palette over and let the heat spread across the bottom as well. Same with this little guy, open it up, do some heat on one side, flip it and do some heat on the other side. And then the real key is use something thin and metal but strong to pop the pans out. Pins I've found do not work, even though you'll read blogs that say they do. Maybe you can get them too, but I can't. Something like a paper clip untwisted is too thick. It doesn't work very well either. You can buy a depotter, but honestly, those really thin, like vegetable knives that you have, you know you have them. Grab one of those. They're inexpensive, so if you get it all gluey and gross, just throw it in a drawer to use just for craft type purposes. But that is perfect because the blade is thin enough to slide along the side of the pan, and then it's strong enough to pop the shade out. So that is my tip for you. Use your hair dryer and use a small vegetable knife to pop those pans out, and you should have success. At least I did, and I've been known to break shadows in attempting to depot before, so that really worked for me. So I'm really excited to have removed some bulky packaging from my collection and to have consolidated my shadows down into really fun workable palettes with colors that are exciting to me. All right guys, for the last couple seconds here, I just want to talk channel stuff, and I'm not completely sure what I want to say, but I wanted to give a channel update that I was on a break for a while. There was a lot going on this summer that kept me away from YouTube. But I've also just kind of not been feeling it. And my philosophy has always been to make videos for you guys that I'm really excited about. If I'm excited to make it, then hopefully you'll be excited to watch it, you know? So, and I've been kind of losing that excitement a little bit. I don't know why. I love makeup. I love putting makeup on every day. Well, every day that I wear it. I love playing with makeup, and I definitely want to keep my channel and keep sharing ideas with you guys that I have. But I'm just not sure right now if I'm feeling the Tuesday, Friday, like consistent schedule. I know a lot of you, that's important to you, that your YouTubers are consistent, and I appreciate your views so much and your comments so much. That's really why I do YouTube, is to have a community of people to talk with about makeup and to feel excited and creative with. But I want to be genuine, you know? I want to make sure that the content I'm putting out remains genuine and that I remain excited about what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just play it by ear. I'm gonna post when I feel really excited to post. Maybe that's gonna be once a week, maybe it's gonna be 3 times a week, maybe it's gonna be on Sunday, maybe it's gonna be on Wednesday, maybe it'll be Tuesday, Friday. I don't wanna feel like this is something I have to do, because for me this is fun and this is a hobby, and I don't know, I want to have a community. So if you guys aren't watching, if I'm not getting the views and I'm not getting the comments, then it's not really worth it for me to just talk to myself, to my camera, about makeup, you know? So anyway, I said that was going to be just a few seconds and it's been minutes. I just wanted to give you an update that you might not see me on my channel at the same schedule that I had been for so long. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to try to freshen things up, and that might mean being away sometimes. I hope you'll stick around anyways and that you will stay a subscriber. I'm going to try to be a little more active on Instagram, so follow me over there if you want to continue receiving cruelty-free makeup updates, ideas, reviews on products like that. Definitely follow me at Beth K Beauty on Instagram. I would love to see you over there as well. And stick around here because videos will be popping up now and again. But if I'm gone for a little while, I hope you understand why. All right, you guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for spending part of it with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye.